Okay, so morning everybody, and once again welcome back in today's class. We are day number 15 today, and yesterday we were discussing about the discovery, and we're going to be taking next step in that area. Okay, give me a minute for where it's gone here. एक मिनट दीजिए मुझे जरा. Oh. Let me stop sharing for a minute. No, it's good. Okay, let me come back. So we were on the slide number somewhere in the 80s. Okay, so yesterday what we discussed that little bit about mid-server and all things with there, and today we are going to do a little bit more deep dive into the discovery part. So not here, this one. Okay, before I go that how discovery work need to be discussed that if we go for a kind of a standard definition of the discovery, that what it means actually. So ServiceNow Discovery is automated discovery solution that scan and detect all the components within the IT. It can be schedule basis that you can put a schedule that okay, tomorrow or day after tomorrow should run and update the CMDB. That is what is the main task or main work of the discovery. Discovery can be run on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, or the cloud environment. And we can discover AWS components as well, or the cloud component as well. We can discover the network components as well. We can discover the other than network components as well. Plus, we can discover the virtualization component as well. To see that how it's work mainly, it is like discovery is like go and knock the door, and then it say okay, who are you? So in the discovery, we called it as a phases. Total 4 phases are there: scan, classify, identification, and exploration. Scan means it go and knock the doors and who are you? Sorry, are you there? Means we give some IPs the discovery and it start going and knocking it. Try to log in that IP and say, oh, you are there? Yes, I am here. Only one thing in the scanning. After scanning, if it did not able to connect it, there is a connectivity issue. So this is the first point of failure. Let's say I put my discovery at 192.192.192.0.1 and it did not get open. It means it is a connectivity issue. So you cannot say my discovery is not working. It means the ranges, the authentication which I gave is not working at one of time. Then it go to classify. Knock the door. Yes, I am here. Now who are you? Are you a server? Are you a router? Are you a switches? Because this information tell that which class it should go. No, I'm not a router. Sorry, I'm not a switches. Sorry, I'm a printer. Okay, this will classify it. If not able to classify, then it is a permission issue. But notice one thing, that how the discovery know that I have to be go and see these things. I need to be find, are you there? Who are you? Then it come identification. Keep this line in the mind. We'll discuss. The third one say identification. Have I seen you before? What this mean? It means did I come to you earlier as well, and can I get these information from you? And that is unique information. Your serial number, your MAC address, your host name, your IP address. Because this will help me in the CMDB that do I need to be create a CI or do I need to be update a CI? That is come here. And finally, explore. Get more and more information. What else can you tell me? To get these informations, you see, we're using a word called pattern. And that is when I said discovery is more on the technical side because here we have to be right about patterns that in which pattern I should go and search it. Simple example, generally the wife gives example to the husbands. Hey, go to market, let another there is a first jewelry shop, cross the jewelry shop, go to fifth jewelry shop. In the right side of that shop, you will find a wardrobe. On the top, you will find one nail paint. Get this for me. So wife gave a pattern. Now we as a husband go to jewelry shop. If we did not able to find that fifth shop, we fail and we come back. Sorry, I didn't get it. But you get that fifth shop, you enter the shop. On the right side, you fail to get the top wardrobe or the next wardrobe. Again fail. So what we are failing? We're failing on the pattern that what CMDB told me, what ServiceNow told me, hey, go and do this particular part. I'm not able to find that patterns. So we have to be improve the patterns there. So in this four phases, it's work. But how it's work? It's there. First is your ECC queue. ServiceNow and ServiceNow sent request via ECC queue. Outbound records, outbound probes, input records. Probe is the simple like probing, right? To get some information. This detail go to bit server. Out see from ServiceNow it's a outbound, so don't get confused. So from the ServiceNow it's a outbound probes. What is coming is input records. So this ECC queue send the information to the mid server here. Mid server check. Okay, what is coming in the ECC queue? Is it scanning? It is I can say classify exploration. What is there? Then mid server send this to the your network. Servers, databases, printer, network as per the IPs. Then it get information. It is written here. Go to fifth shop, second wardrobe, this stuff. I got it, yes. So now it will not get only prop, it will get the record. And it will bring back it. So mid server send the props and patterns to gather the information using the industry standards. And then mid server report the response back to the ECC queue. So ultimately, service now से कोई connect नहीं कर रहा है. Nobody is interacting with service now. Everybody interacting with the ECC and the mid server. Service now just a repository for them. So this is the way that discovery work in the picture, in the background. For everything, we have to send a prompt. So now, if I go back a little bit more previous slides here, props. Prop and sensor are the scripts that collect and process data on a host and then update the CMDB. It is just kind of a logic you must be sending it. Go and see that is there is that person in the room? It is nothing but it is just a scanning you're doing. So probes explore or investigate CI on your network, and discovery use this probing to get the things done. Now, what is a pattern? Patterns is the next, or I can say, a friend of probe and sensor, which is a series of operations that collect the data, process the data, and finally update the CMDB.
Atul, if
See,
suppose the pattern is not there, it will ignore it or it will update in as an blank CA
it
for
will not
like
get any results. If there's a no
okay.
matching found, it will not bring anything.
So it will ignore the update, data
Yes,
update.
yes. So it will say pattern not found. So
Mm.
if you see this one, failure to complete indicate pattern issues.
Okay, if the hosting server have our service account, but our
Hmm.
mid server is unable to connect me, what type of error it will be? Like when we validate and when we ping the
So,
server,
so you're in the
virtually it is
scanning,
currently available.
you're in
Yes,
the scanning phase, right? So it
yes,
means it can be a permission
port is
issue can be
opened.
there.
Yes.
It can be permission issue.
Okay. Mm. So the service account is not properly placed. Maybe the mid
Properly
server
placed,
service account.
properly access has been given, might be in stuck in the firewall side somewhere, not able to proceed further. So mainly that
Okay.
considered the permission issues.
Mm-mm. And also, Atul, like ServiceNow was not supporting the 2000 service. Like it won't discover. Is that way any other version is like that? Like because when we did
You
the
mean series of
last
2000, 2000
2000,
servers?
yes, 2000 service is not discovering it, though we have a credential or all the access. Even they lost an access on the server. It is just in placed. But even 2003 won't support, or it will support.
I guess I do not see any case here for this one. Like it is not supporting it.
Because what has happened, like I saw on
Mhm.
KB article, which is came on last year's July somewhere. Like in that they told few storage server, which was it's a storage server, and our org used a very old version, like it is 6.8 somewhere.
Hmm.
But in ServiceNow KV article, they told if it is a below 7, our pattern zone support, you need
Then
to move
that
forward
can
on.
yes.
Okay.
See, you need to be we need to be understand one more thing.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's a platform,
Yes.
and platform come with the limitations.
Okay.
It is not that if ServiceNow is a platform and you can search anything, it has its own standards.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ultimately, it's at the last, it's a technology only,
Mm-mm-mm.
right?
Okay.
So might be there can be workaround, but if ServiceNow says sorry, I'm not supporting it, then a
Mm.
different case. Okay, so
Yes.
if you come back here again, props, patterns, and the sensor is a piece that brings back the data in the input file via ECCQ. See here, discovery status classify. Tell discovery which prop to be triggered for the identification, explore the phase of discovery. Classifiers can also trigger horizontal patterns and launch a pattern rather than the additional props. So mainly, if I say in discovery, because if I talk from this course perspective, we need to be understand only the basics ServiceNow discovery. It's not that we need to be go very deep dive. There's a dedicated course of ServiceNow discovery available on Now Learning, and that we can do where we can do all the practicals as well. But here it's not about the practical stuff. So we should know just the basic term that what is prop, pattern, sensors, classes, and kind of a ECCQ. This one. Few things we are going to be more discussed that what is discovery schedule, what is discovery ranges. We will discuss now. ठीक है जी. So this done. हाँ. High level discovery phases. Something similar we discussed, just bring it a little bit more picture manner. So we start from here, scan. Shazam is a technique which used for scanning. So in the scan phase, Shazam probe launch and we define that IP ranges from X to Y to Z. Port probe use protocol and it classify. Determine device type of OS. सबसे पहले the first thing it find out the OS. And then it launched the another pattern for that one. Then the horizontal patterns to identify. Use pattern types to gather detail like CL number, name, and IRE, which go in the CMDB for update or create. And to add more fields in your CI, it start exploring it. Might be the question come out, why not it's doing everything here only? Why we need an extra step? The reason being because the purpose of identification is find the uniqueness. In your IRE rule, in your identification rule, you mention that if a CI has a serial number and the name, which is different from the other CI and the other CI and serial number and name, then it is a unique. Once you get unique, it means I need to create it. Create it and now get the more information. So that is your IRE important here. The right identification, your right reconciliation rule is important here. Nothing you will mention, it will all get created. A lot will mention, it will get confused. So you have to be very careful while designing these things. Little bit more in the picture sense only. You send a IP, range of IP. Okay. Scan port. Device respond on different IP. Device respond classified by OS. Device does not respond or assess. Responding IP is not open. Stop. But if device, sorry, in the scanning port, then classify. Sorry, scanning port device respond on the different IP. It means you are able to go, you're able to knock it, and it says yes, I'm here. But it is responding on different IPs. Then you match the serial numbers. Your IRE will come in the picture. Because at the first time, it is everything new. But the second time, it is not a new, it can be updated only. Serial number match? Yes. Update. No. Name the match. From where these things are coming? It is coming from your CI class manager. Which you mentioned here in the CI class manager. Oh, ticket, it will load back. Okay. So this will come in the CI class from the identification rule. If name also not match, then go for the MacBook or IP. So ultimately only two action happen. Either it's update, either it's create. If you come back here, web Apache server. हम्म, यहाँ पे. So what you mention here, it will go and try to find out. Identify. Does it the match serial number? Same thing. The only gap is here. Scanning successful, move forward. Fail, stop here. Device responded. Yes, I am here. Okay, what you are? I'm a OS. Which OS? I'm a Windows server. Okay, chalo. We'll move to go for this one. So three different pictures we saw, and the purpose of these three different pictures is same. That how the discovery work for me in the background. What is sensor? What is probing? What is scanning phase, classification, exploration phase, identification as well. And what is key we see is this part. Things go from ECC, come back in ECC, and here now you can see update or insert. And your IRE work and it here. It is created or beat it is required here. So your IR engine works together, and then from this CMDB you can get your CMDB workspace and you can get your reports. Complete compliance, all things which are there. Now, one thing which I also found yesterday and very interesting, that ServiceNow provide a specific workspace for discovery as well. And it is not here. Sorry, it is here. Discovery admin console. It looks similar to the CMDB workspace, but it's not that one. So as when we have no plan to be go deep dive in this area. Okay, but we'll see a little bit more. Total 6 tabs showing. Home, where you can see your active schedules. If error anything here, and schedules with anomalies. Anomalies is kind of an error in discovery. Your patterns, your probes. Mainly the issue comes with the patterns at main glance. If it did not work, then it go under the anomalies part. Also, in this part, you can run your discovery. This is called the quick discovery. Means I want to check it immediately. I don't want to be schedule it. Then we have to give our IPs. As of now, there is nothing available on the PDI. So what I am planning to do, I will create one AWS account, and we will uh, install our Mbed server on AWS only, and from there we'll try to find out one CI. Looks easy, but we'll see. So you need to be give IP here, and you have to be tell specific mid server, give the mid server name here, and then run the discovery. So like this thing. You give 192.192.192.0 or 2. Quick discovery is like execute now. That is what the meaning of the quick discovery here. If you need help to set up the discovery, you can get the guided setup as well here. Because if you're new, and not you, even if I'm new, how do we start with this setup? So it will tell me that you have to do these steps only. Discovery setups, configuration name, LNG, Patshala. Next. Means setup means it will ask you, okay, now you have to go for the mid server, you have to write the patterns, you have to do this thing, you have to define the classes which you want to do. Not started. So what you want? So in this mainly, service now divide in the three major areas. Or I can say the four major areas. Number one is a learning. What basics you need on the day one that you want to go for the IP based or cloud based techniques. You have to be define your prerequisites. We are not doing anything work here. We're just learning it. We're getting the understanding. So it's a there are six tasks there. What is discovery, IP based discovery, cloud based discovery, common use cases, access, and getting help. So if you want to know about the IP based, go and see here. Because just giving a point, because discovery is not like ITSM, which is easily you can just see a picture of the flow chart and it's done. Discovery is a multiple ways. IP, tag based, server agentless are there. So they say, ServiceNow say, okay, you want to learn it, don't worry. I'm giving you the few basic concepts so that you can understand what is IP and what is cloud-based discovery. Once you're done, then it will bring, oh, then it will go for the first phase that's called the crawling. Crawl, walk, and run. These three things come from the CIS-DF. It is called the maturity level. Actually, these are the 4 to 5 points: crawl, run, uh, crawl, walk, run, and fly. And then service now say foundation, crawl, walk, run, and fly. Simple example, you can say that what the kids do when they are just started in their life. They're doing the crawling. Because it is not necessary that I'm so much sure that I start working on everything in an immediate basis. So I should know that how to set up a discovery, what plugins are required, users, mid server, and validate mid servers. So if I'm stuck, or my clients say, hey Atul, can you implement that discovery for me? Yes, I can do, no worries. But where to start? Guided setup is the first part. And the good thing is that everything you will get it here. Install mid server or one exercise. Full detail you will get it. Install a Linux or Windows. Even some detail as well what this do. So this is called management, instrumentation, and discovery server. Then validate. How to validate this one? You will find this option here. Then create a credentials. Windows server, Linux server, like WHM, WHM or SSH. So these commands are there to be go in the Windows or Linux kind of servers. So ultimately, the thing is that if you want to go implementation, you can follow this path. So in the walk means kid is able to crawl now, and now it is time for him to be moved to the next level that is called the walking. So it says you can use the admin workspaces, which we're discussing just now. You can get your discovery schedules now. Instead of going as a quick discovery, you can schedule it every day, every 2 days, every week kind of thing will be there. So IP-based, cloud-based, you can do the discovery setups. Quick discovery, which we just did now. You can give IP range with the subnet. अतुल बट अभी तो आपने बोला था कि इसको भी कर लेंगे नहीं. We are not mature, so we need to be do one by one. So these things you have to be do, and finally you are going in the run. You're enough mature now, and you are able to go and use the other options as well. Diagnostics inside, and these are nothing but these are only from the workspace only. This one. So we can take a help of the discovery setup. There might be don't know that there is a setup available, means these guided setups are available for the multiple products in ServiceNow. If I just show you here, just type setup. This guided setup. App engine is there, pipeline deployment is there, application there, ITSM guided setup, item guided setup. So if you install a product, chances that you will get a complete guided setup. Knowledge, AI search, adoptions, multi-factor MFA. This will help a user to go step by step and then implement. Earlier, the concept of crawl, walk, run was not exist. So anybody started from anywhere and start implementing it. Then ServiceNow said, no, it's not a right way. I know that every customer is not mature on the day one. They need time. And sometime what happened, being a consultant, you have to be use these words in front of client. So yesterday I was discussing with one of my client. He says, I want to be implement virtual agent. I said, very good. And then he started putting a lot of things. I want auto assignment should be there. I want that my system should read the subject line or the short description and give me the category as well. I said, very good. Everything can be doable. Yes, everything can be doable. But you need to be go via step by step. To do the auto assignment kind of things on the basis of the short description, we needed data. Did you go live till now? No, till we're not live. So might be on the day one it will not work because ServiceNow say if you want to be used the predictive intelligence, I need minimum 30,000 records. So what to do? Let's put a placeholder story and let's start working around the solutioning part. Once we are getting mature, like after 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, when we go live and we have a data, then we start implementing this. Who is responsible? We as a consultant are responsible to guide the customer in a better manner. So your homework for today, everybody has a PDI. Go and install this plugin. And it is, you will find this plugin under this section. It is not like a family plugin. you'll find another stored app. So this is what the plugin is, and I installed yesterday. Okay, why not? I'm not sure why it's showing here, but I can still see it, this one. So I installed it, and I'm able to find this workspace. Now, what else? You can go back. It say, hey, you have a dependency on the CMDB as well. Plus, service mapping we don't have installed as of now. Service mapping with machine learning. AI.
Sorry to
Go
interrupt.
ahead.
I have a question related to plugin.
Mhm.
So for Discovery console dashboard or the workspace that we were going through, the plugin name should be Discovery Admin, or it should be part of the package like the item Discovery plugin
No,
should be installed.
it's a separate plugin for the discovery admin. It is not the part of my. See, again,
But
yesterday
then,
the question came from Vishal that item has a very big stuff. You're not buying or putting everything in a one go. So on the day one, I just needed discovery. On the day five, I did a service mapping. Then step by step, I install the plugins. In the bundle, if you see in this, where the slides gone, in the capability map, देखो यहाँ पे, these are kind of a sequence they say that you should implement. We should go. So if you implement discovery, then you can install the discovery this thing plugin, this discovery workspace as well. And believe me, there are cases, there are modules where the workspace did not come as a part of bundle. You need to be guided separately. And I guess this is might be in the GRC also find this thing. Yes, in the GRC also find this thing. If you install policies and risk compliance plugin, there is separate plugin come for the risk assessment, risk workspace. You have to be installed separately for the same, not under the bundle it come here.
So far in our discovery discussion, we have not installed item discovery plugin. I mean, we are going
Uh,
step by step.
Step by step, yes, 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 yes.
So for workspace discovery admin plugin, if we go ahead with, we'll be able to, because
Yes.
I was thinking to replicate this on my PDI. I wanted to understand.
Yep. So your understanding is right. So now we will see, okay, how to get the discovery. Because discovery, if I just put here,
but Atul,
Mhm.
Discovery Admin is not available for PDIs, right?
Yes, but I think I use some of the plugin which says yes, I want to see this particular part, and I installed yesterday only. 1 minute, coming to your part. So this is the right plugin name, Disco Workspace. We need to be go for Discovery Admin Workspace, not the Discovery Admin.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is SN Disco Workspace. Okay. Now mid server things come automatically. So if you want to be install the Discovery plugins, you need to be go to your developer site. And I'm not sure that why ServiceNow do this stuff. Okay, let me show you here. And go to your manage instance, and here you can see search here for the discovery. This one. You need to be activate this plugin. Then you will get the discoveries components in your PTI. This is not available in application manager. You will, if you search for the discovery, you'll find a lot of things. Data discovery might be you can try from here as well. But generally, people say if you want to install the discovery, better go and do it from here itself. So we can activate it with and in the PDA I will say do with the demo data only. That is a good option. So few plugins are available here and few are available here. So if you see, it's saying only one thing. Discovery out of the box KPI. It will this plugin only give me the KPI. Let me install that as well. So PDA, so I can install anything. Anything means which is available. But if you want to know a lot about this, then you have to go this particular section only. Like event management will be coming from here itself.
But Atul, aren't this paid plugin like the Discovery plugins? So
Huh.
paid plugins can be installed on a PDI for long
नहीं,
term.
नहीं. देखो, paid plugin doesn't mean that okay. Mainly when we talk about the paid plugins, that is mainly come from the store app, ServiceNow stores.
Mm.
From here you can get it. ये. या तो you have to go to the support नहीं है इस पे मेरे को access नहीं है wait store sorry यहाँ पे you can get it from here and it is not that ServiceNow say and everything is a paid one and you can't get in the PDI. There are number of plugins which we can get in the PDI but with a limited functionality like GRC. It's a paid plugin. It's a paid plugin. SAM is a paid plugin. But we can install that and 80 to 95% we got the things, but 5%, 7% we're not able to find it because that is a part of the store app. If ServiceNow put everything as a paid in the PDA, then how the people will explore the platform?
Yeah.
Like AI you can't get in the PDI. It is not that AI is a paid plugin. The reason is that AI needed data. And your PDI don't have a data. To build the data, it's required a lot of resources in the background. Hardware, software resources are in the background, so they do not provide this in the system. Like predictive intelligence, you can't do in the PDI. Machine learning, you can't do in the PDI because those required different kind of components in the background. Okay, so discovery, yes, we can do a bit, but not 100%. Because yesterday I was reading somewhere that someone says yes, we can make our this PDI as a mid server, or we can take the Azure account and then get there and put the virtualization as well. Because I don't have an IP with me, but as Lata says, Atul, we can do. We can make our PDI as IP. Then we can see that what is the IP of my home network. Then we can see if we can identify or find out any kind of mobile device. So things are doable, but not sometimes 100%. Like in the PDI, I can't get the integration spokes like Slack spoke. We can't use it. That is a paid plugin. WhatsApp हो गया, SharePoint हो गया, common spokes हैं ये. So we can't do it in the PDI because that is a paid one. But everybody says before you say it's a paid, go and search in the application manager. The good part is that now ServiceNow bring this part as well. Earlier this was not available for you. This thing. It's installing of the plugin. Yeah. So if you see on the top red color bar is coming, right? This plugin is not available in instance. It was not available earlier, this option, the red bar, this one. But now then put it and see, it says now certified app. You can get the same from the App Store as well. So if I install this, we can't get these things. Even though I have everything installed for this one. I have a database view, incident, discovery, CMDB, everything is installed, but still I can't get this app. Reason can be different. Okay, so it depends. So now what we have done, we started the discovery plugin here, so it's done. So now you can see it says it's done now. So if I come back here and just log out, and now you can see a lot more. Any changes here? No, it's the same thing. So you get more things about the discovery. School, sorry, sensor schedules, roll of prop sensors, everything is there now. But to do everything, this is a good place. So like I was giving example for this one. Service mapping. It is coming with the machine learning. If you try to install this app, you have to go to the app store. And PDA, from the PDA, we can't get this thing in the app store, from the app store. Then you can put the schedules of your discovery, weekly, bi-weekly, daily, monthly. You can put it here. And then if you want, you can put the new discovery here, IP based and cloud based. So you have to be read about this, that what is IP, what is cloud based. And then we can decide, okay, I want to go for the IP based, or no, I want to go for the cloud based. So if I'm using the AWS stuff, then I will use, or I want to be find out the AWS regarding related component, then I will use cloud based.
Will
So we
we
can do.
require different schedules for different cloud setups? For example, I may have AWS, I may have
Mhm.
GCP as well as Azure. Will we require three different schedules or three different discovery schedules for these three
I
items?
I think yes, it required. It requires a three different one.
How would that be a different from the IP based? Now, IP based would go across my own network or the
Network, yes.
LAN that we give, right?
Yes.
Maybe will the IP based also would have different schedules if my IP addresses are different. For
Yes.
example, one of my IP is in 172, for example, another is in 192. Will I need, different schedules there?
Yes. I'll show you one thing which I mentioned yesterday here. This one. So by this way you can do it. So you can create a multiple schedule for the different IPs. And if you put the subnets, that will be good. So these things, nothing to be hide. These things are not the part of the CMDB or CSDM specific. These are the mainly part of the discovery specific courses. The purpose of our thing is that how discovery work and it get the back to the results to me. And in the exam as well, they might ask, okay, what is the different discovery schedules? Different discovery schedules or different type of schedules you can do, like IP based or the cloud based. I'm still getting this information because I want to show that how it's work. But for the time being, I will say Vishal that it is a little bit out of my scope. Okay, so nothing to be hide, but want to be give clear picture here. Okay, so here we can build the schedule, and you can see the discovery status as well. Because nothing is there, so we can't find out here. Diagnostics. If you get any errors, Then you have to be see here. Might be when we set up our first discovery on AWS, then we're able to see these things. Might be something get populated. Content 360. So they're using AI, even though AI will not work here. Content service setup. It is a good one. Basically, if I'm not wrong, this is the same thing. Content service means this thing I saw in the SAM, software asset management, where ServiceNow providing a list of all the publishers and their specific products, so that when I am putting the software data in my system, I can see, okay, if this product exists, if this publisher exists, if this model is valid or not. So a lot of different concepts there. So content is means ServiceNow giving you something built up, so that when you run your CA and when you run your CMDB, you can just verify and you can update your details here. A lot of different concepts I can say here. Then, if you want to be do the discovery with some other stuffs like Oracle or the Kubernetes, Nutanix, Agent Health, so multiple stuff is available for this one. Might be mid-server dashboard is showing us because we already have this in the insights. So when we set up the mid-server, we can see here in the insight itself. Tuning to change your patterns, to find the errors and then fix it. Pattern is wrong, probing is wrong, sensors having wrong information, IPs are going the wrong side. So that tuning can be done. In the settings, we have kind of a properties available. The time scales kind of things. So if you want to do a deep dive in the discovery, then I will say you need to take a dedicated discovery course on the Now Learning. Then you can do it easily. But from our perspective, the main purpose is to tell you that, okay, what is discovery here? And the discovery schedules, discovery ranges, and how the discovery work. This part. So once this will be done, then we go for the next level. Yep. Okay, this is the previous one. Okay, I'll come back on Monday.
One question here, Ratu.
Mhm.
In
Go
case
ahead.
we use what is the difference between now using a discovery, ServiceNow Discovery, and probably getting data via different probes such as AD API, or maybe Nutanix as such,
Mhm.
or Intune, right? What would be the difference there? Will discovery get us data more specifically in an arranged manner, or will there be more efforts those would be required to get data from the APIs or something, or the probes?
If I understand your question correctly, mainly discovery is something. This is ServiceNow Discovery. Okay, I'm talking about this one. So, like, if you want to get the information from Nutanix or Oracle kind of things, you can use that kind of APIs and get the data. Discovery, ServiceNow Discovery is just a kind of a central place for the different sources.
Will it bring the mappings as well, in fact? With
Mapping will come under the service mapping only. This one.
No, that's correct, but then will probably service the discovery tool would
Mhm.
also give some kind of data to the service mapping as well.
Ah, yes. See, in the discovery, there are multiple type of discovery happen. One is called the horizontal. This is what this one. And second, call the someone say vertical, someone say top down approach. So it is up to you which you want to be do. On the day one, we use only this thing, horizontal. You must get my information only. When we get matured, then we go for the top down mapping. Now give me relationship as well. So if you see here in this part, create a complete accurate map of the service within the organization and how they supported by this one. So ultimately in the top down map service to the supporting IT components including relationship, and it update the maps as well. So ultimately the top down mapping work when you have a data. This will not work alone. This will get the information from the horizontal and then do the mapping on the top of that. Yeah, this is what the main purpose we have for the service mapping. Otherwise, you got 200 IPs, 200 routers, 200 switches, 200 databases. How are you going to map it? You will go mad to build a relationship. So
Yeah.
company says day one discovery, horizontal discovery, day two, go for the mapping as well.
And these two modules are two different modules that needs to be purchased
Yes.
differently.
Yes. Discovery is other, service mapping is a different one.
And do you actually, possibly recommend to buy both these modules so that, when the discovery happens, the service mapping also comes across with it?
So this is completely safe harbor, I can say. What that means that don't take any financial decision based on this training or my experience only.
No, no, I'm just probably saying as of now what
Yes,
might
yes, yes,
be
yes.
the better
Day
condition for the
day
use.
one, day one, go for the discovery only, for dental discovery. At least you start getting the components. Once you get little mature, then you can get service mapping as well. I see a lot of customers say, no, we don't want horizontal, we just directly want to go for the service mapping. क्योंकि ये भी तो लेके आएगा ना इसमें, ठीक है? But are you sure that your relationship will be all accurate, everything? You have a proper team to who is going to be evaluate, going to be work out, going to be rectify these things. If they say yes, we are mature, okay, get it. Let's move forward. So for this one, different crawl walk run is there. For this one, different crawl walk run is there. Even though if I tell you that ServiceNow say when you are starting the implementation of the horizontal discovery, should not go for all the classes. You have to be select first that which classes you want to be discovered. ServiceNow did said 900 classes. Do you want to go for 900 in a day one? No, no, no. Pick up only 4 to 5 classes which you want to be go at the first phase. Then go to the next, then next, then next. That is what ServiceNow recommendation even. ठीक है विशाल, clear कुछ?
Yeah, yeah. And we were talking about some exceptions there. Will this discovery will also get us some data for maybe, IoT kind of devices or industrial devices as well, if
IoT
at all?
means what you classify in the IoT?
Uh, Maybe there are, sensors somewhere, uh, which probably track some machine health, in fact, right?
I think
Maybe we are talking about some manufacturing unit, maybe. Just I'm just blowing it away as of now, kind of just thinking hard. Will it get us some kind of data, for example, sensors there? I want to
census. I
probably,
I think yes.
or I have some cameras, in fact, and which are probably, or probably I have some transport. The company is into logistics or transport, and they want to probably say that whatever incoming outgoing is happening there, and we have certain devices as such, right? For example, let's say as an airport, right? If something is not working in a scanner, for example, right, will it give me that particular information for that scanner, in fact?
Yes, I think
So kind
because
of it's a not an IoT device, but then maybe I'm just saying if
maybe
that's
yeah.
an industrial device there.
So if you see the thing, industrial sensor is there, a class
Okay,
exists.
okay.
So now the question comes that can we define the pattern for this one? It can go and find out for me. But
Hmm.
class exists. Class exists. That's fine. Let me see. There's something called IoT as well, if I'm not wrong. Yep, IoT devices, IoT gateways.
Okay.
Classes are there. We can store, but again, from the discovery, we have to see that what the way to find out. Little bit need to be explored more on that part. I can say, Vishal.
Okay. Okay.
ठीक है जी.
Yeah.
चलिए. Any other question? Okay, let me stop the recording and take a quick attendance now.